Good morning, students. Welcome to your Tuesday of e-learning. So today our goal is to get ready for tomorrow's test. Tomorrow you are having your Unit 2 test. It is going to be a 40-question test. You will also have to do some graphing and submit graphs. So you'll do that graphing either on a Google Drawing or on a Google Doc or a Google slide. You can do graphing on slides too, and then you'll submit that. You could also do a picture and then put the picture on a Google Doc, just like we did before. I want to draw your attention to your Unit 2 study guide. So your Unit 2 study guide was given to you on Friday, the last day of school before we went on this extended break. Some of you had it mailed with your packets if you were not there on Friday, and then if you did not get any mail and you were not there Friday, you could also print it. I want to draw your attention, especially to the fact that there are graphs on this study guide, okay? So obviously this test is going to have a lot of graphing questions. You'll notice here that I've got, and as you look at this, you can see too, I've got the demand curve, the supply curve, how the difference in quantity demanded versus a change in demand, a difference in quantity supplied versus a change in supply. So all of those kinds of things are going to be on this test tomorrow. I want to also remind you that I'm going to ask you questions about the lessons that you've done this week or this past week. So for instance, when we learned about floors and ceilings, do you remember that? Remember floors and ceilings? It's been a while since we've done floors and ceilings. This is when the government imposes a price. So you learned about this. I want to say it was Wednesday that you did that lesson. That was 2.4. If you don't remember floors and ceilings, you need to review. One great way to remember, guys, is look, where's the floor? Where's the ceiling? In economics, what do? We flip them, right? So we take a floor, which is low, and a ceiling, which is high, and we flip them upside down and we put them on the graph. A ceiling is below equilibrium point on a graph, and a floor is above equilibrium point on a graph. So even that mental image right there could help you remember what we're talking about, floors and ceilings, okay? Because that's when government interferes with pricing. Externalities. So here's what I want you to know about externalities. I want you to know the terms. I want you to know an example of an externality, and I want you to be able to recognize the graphs. You need to be able to recognize an elastic and an inelastic demand line. So if I show you a super, super straight up demand line, you need to be able to say, oh yeah, that's inelastic demand. Okay, so that's going to be something that we need to review. If you don't remember that, you need to go back and look at it. Couple of things for you today. I have tons of resources. The ones that I would really encourage you to look at. Number one, I would encourage you to do the Kahoot. There's a Kahoot review that's all graphing, where you literally just click on it and be like, is this a shortage or a surplus? Is this an increase or a decrease? And so it's a really good review for you to do. And that is linked to below on this page in the extra help. There's also a Quizlet review, so that has a lot of the terms that I would encourage you to go over that. There is another Quizlet graphing one that I'd encourage you to look over. So those are all really good resources. But honestly, guys, one of the best resources is me. If you're not sure, I would love for you to ask me a question. Just to go ahead and shoot me an email, post on the discussion board from yesterday, somehow just communicate with me what it is you don't understand. And I would love to send some helpful resources your way. Okay, today, what are you doing today? Today, you have two things that you need to do. First of all, you need to do the 2.5 wrap up. So if you remember, we did that lesson on externalities, and then after that lesson, you did not have a wrap up. You just had a little discussion about how is e-learning going for you, which I really thought was necessary, and I appreciated your feedback a lot. So the 2.5 wrap up is today. Then we're going to have a review of graphs. So I'm going to have you do 5 graphs. They're going to be practice graphs. And then I'm going to post a video giving you the answers. So it's going to be like one of these, it's almost like a worksheet. I give you a practice and I tell you what the answers. Give you a practice, tell the answers. I really encourage you to try. Try to draw it yourself. And then if you get stuck, then look at the answers, or completely finish it and then look at the answers, right? It's so important for you to do that so that you can understand your own learning. We want to be in control of our own learning. Nobody's going to spoon feed you this information. So how are you going to be successful? You have to know what you know, and you have to know what you don't know, so you can figure it out and you can learn it. But that's going to take some personal responsibility. Don't just go and look at the answers and then, oh, I did my worksheet. No, no, no. Really try. See if you can do it. See if you can figure out what the answer is, and then check your work and be like, okay, this is what I got. This is what I didn't get. Okay? All right. Good job today, folks. I look forward to seeing how well you're going to do on this test tomorrow. Let me know if you need anything. Have a good day.